Today, we are going to talk about one company, one Indian fountain pen manufacturing company that has been creating waves of a different kind. Waves in the sense because of the new generation of fountain pen manufacturers, the one company that is consistently doing something or the other that's new, or something or the other that can be talked about, or something or the other that can be hailed as hailed as an achievement, is a company from Western India, from Gujarat to be precise, called the Magna Carta. Now, this Magna Carta is owned by the Kanakharas, who are basically from Jamnagar. It's a family-run company, fairly small company, but highly backed by technical prowess. And this company is consistently coming up with one innovation so far as their offering of fountain pens go after the other. And I have been looking at their progress with a lot of interest, and it starts with the name. Who in his right sense would think of a name like Magna Carta? It takes a whole lot of chutzpah to name your company Magna Carta, and the hats off to the Kanakharas, because they have this amazing ability in them to go beyond everything and take things by the horns, as it were. I mean, Magna Carta, as we all know, is the rule of law that documented the liberties of the free man. And this is one of the basic documents, one of the most famous documents linked to mankind, to knowledge, to liberty, to a whole lot of things. And it takes someone like Hiren Kanakhara to name his company Magna Carta. But let's not get bogged into that. Let's talk about their latest offering, the Magna Carta Libertatum. Now, this pens, and we will be unboxing them. So, this is the box that these pens came in, and there initially were 3 pens. Now I hear there are more. These are the 3 pens that that comprise the Magna Carta Libertatum range, and these are very beautiful pens. I mean, as you can see, these are beautiful pens. I mean, not only in terms of their look and feel, or how they hold in the hand, but they are extremely nice pens, and they have this kind of subtle royalty about these pens. And these come in 3 colors, and they are basically, they represent the 3 years in which the Magna Carta had evolved over the 3 years, the 1215, 1225 and 1297. Now, if you notice, we'll talk about the material in a while. They have this gold jewelry. The ring is extremely nice, and it's with a ball clip, and the nib is Magna Carta in-house nib. So the point is, everything about this pen is in-house. They have been made by Magna Carta. Now, I'm going to, and these 3 pens are basically, your cartridge converter fillers, but I have another one which comes with a pneumatic filling, and I'm going to ink it up and show you how it writes. So this is the new box that we are opening up, and this has the pneumatic filler, which we will show you in a while. But before that, I think we should just touch upon this material. This material Magna Carta has developed in-house. They're calling it Magnarc. They have fondly christened it Magnarc, and I should say that any resemblance to the Arco, which was started by Omas in, I think, the 30s, before the Second World War, is purely coincidental. But this Magnarc material is really nice, and this is the filling system of this pen, and we will just ink it up and write and show you how it writes. Let's write. I hope you can see, but see, this writes straight out of the box, and the nib has a very soft, and it's a kind of it's just has got a hint of a feedback, and I'm loving it. I'm loving this pen. And there's another thing that I want to point out, because Mr. Hiren Kanakhara just went to the United States to take part in the pen shows there, and he was there for a month or so, traveling coast to coast with these pens. And from what I hear is that these pens have got a huge response in the United States. Now, if you noticed something, you will see that these are biggish pens, so they're ideally suited for those big, beefy American hands, European hands, as opposed to our, Asian and Chinese, Japanese, Indian hands, which are smaller, which tends to use finer nibs. So these are ideally suited for European and American and audiences, and for people like us, because I prefer this kind of slightly bigger pens with juicy, wet flows that not very bold or very heavy, but thin lines, but that are juicy nonetheless, with a kind of a feedback, with just a hint of a feedback. And these pens, the one that I wrote with, I'll be writing again and showing you samples. I think this is just perfect. So these are the Magna Carta Libertatum pens, and I'm sure you're going to love them if you use them. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.